What is up, guys? It's Caleb from MetaJungle, and today I'm here to complete an in-season playbook from NFL all day. Now, the playbook that we're going to be focused on is the Pro Playbook for Week 5 of the NFL season. And let's just go ahead, let's jump right into this, see what challenges we can complete so that we can earn some cool rewards. Alright, so to start out, we're here on Thursday morning before any games for the week have taken place. Now, we are on the playbooks page of NFLallday.com. And we're going to choose the Pro Playbook since the challenge level of that playbook most closely matches my current collection. Now that we're here, we can go ahead and take a look at what the premium reward is for this playbook. And this is a reward pack that costs 100 yards, and it features 2 moments, one of which could be a rare or even a dynamic rare moment. So a pretty cool reward for us to target. So let's go ahead and get some yards. Now, most of all of the challenges right now are focused on making pre-game predictions. Now, we already have 5 yards just for logging in, but the first challenge we're going to try to complete is this Big Days Take Your Pick challenge. And this challenge, since it's a Take Your Pick challenge, it gives us the option of choosing between a free prediction challenge, where we choose moments that NFL All Day provides for us, or a moment prediction challenge, where we can use moments from our collection. And this option is usually the easier option. Now, for this challenge, we're going to use the free prediction challenge, which asks us to predict a player that will either pass for over 350 yards, rush for over 125 yards, or receive over 125 yards. Now, for this one, I'm going to use the filters to search for a Patrick Mahomes moment, and I'll choose him to get over 350 yards passing. Now, if I get that prediction right, I'm going to get 25 yards. Now we're going to go ahead and move to the Combo Meal Challenge for 25 yards. And this one is where I need to use 5 moments from my collection to predict a group of 5 players that will combine for 650 yards on Sunday. Now, for my quarterback, I'm going to choose Lamar Jackson. Then I'm going to scroll through here and I'm going to pick CeeDee Lamb. I'm also going to choose Christian McCaffrey, and then I'll also go with Chris Olave, and finally I'll choose Isaiah Pacheco as my last player. Now that we have that one done, we're going to head back to the challenge page and do another Take Your Pick challenge. Now this one is called Going Long, and this challenge is focused on Sunday Night Football specifically, with the free prediction asking us to pick which quarterback will record a completion over 50 yards without needing to own that moment. But the moment prediction that we were going to go ahead and go with asks us to pick which quarterback will complete the longest completion in the game from a moment in our collection. So a little bit of an easier challenge to get. Now we are going to use our Brock Purdy moment to complete that challenge, and that would be another 10 yards if we get that right. Now, for our next challenge, we have another Take Your Pick challenge, which is called Hauling Them In. Now, this challenge is Thursday Night Football specific, and we're going to go ahead and skip to the moment prediction side of this challenge that asks us to predict a player that records 3 or more receptions from our collection. So I'm going to choose my Terry McLaurin moment, and that would be 10 more yards if I get that right. Now we're going to move to our next challenge, which is called Punching It In. And this one is a Monday Night Football specific Take Your Pick challenge. And for this, we're again going to skip to the moment prediction portion of this challenge. And here I need to predict a player who will score a touchdown in the game. Now I'm going to choose Josh Jacobs as he gets a ton of work for the Raiders. And if I get that one right, that's another 10 yards for me. Now we have one last Take Your Pick challenge to complete. And this one is focused on Sunday's games called Sunday Sacks. Again, I'm going to skip to the moment prediction page. I'm going to choose a player that I think will record 1 or more sacks. Now, I own the perfect moment for this as I'm going to scroll down and find my Chris Jones moment. And he's recorded a sack in every game he's played in this season, and I think he's going to be able to do it again. Again, if I get this right, that's 10 more yards for me, so we're looking pretty good. Now, the last challenge that we will do is for 100 yards. And this is going to be a near impossible one to get right, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Now for this, we have to use 3 moments from my collection to predict Sunday's leaders in passing, rushing, and receiving. So for passing, I'm going to use my Patrick Mahomes moment. Then for rushing, I'm going to scroll down here and find my Breece Hall moment. And for receiving, I'm going to scroll through, and I think I'm going to go with my Travis Kelce moment and do a little stack of Mahomes and Kelce. And then I'm going to lock in those 3 players. So now all of my predictions have been made, and I have to come back on Tuesday once all of the games are over to see how many yards I've gotten and see what other challenges I can do. Alright, so we are back here on Tuesday, and we can see that we were able to get 40 yards from our predictions that we made, so not bad. And if we add that to the 5 yards that we already had, we have 45 total yards, meaning that we need 55 more yards in order to get us to our goal of 100 yards. So first, we will choose our Week 5 MVP, and that's only going to get us 1 yard, but it's worth putting in a vote at least. Now for this, I'm going to choose Cooper Kupp, who had a great week in his return to action off of his injury. And now we're going to check out this Players of the Week challenge, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to meet the requirements for this, and actually checking on it, we don't have any moments that qualify. So let's just go ahead and skip it, and we'll move on to the next one. Our next one is this Debut Dazzlers challenge, and it asks us to submit 5 debut moments from players who met the criteria to earn an evolution point on their dynamic moments this week. So for our quarterback, we're going to choose Ryan Tannehill. Then we're going to choose Breece Hall for an offensive player, but we're going to need another offensive player that qualifies. So let's go ahead, let's skip it for now. For our defensive players, we're going to choose Roquan Smith, and for another defensive player, I'll choose Fred Warner, but we need to get an other moment so that we can complete this challenge. So let's go ahead and let's shop eligible moments. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'll choose this Joe Mixon moment to add to my collection, and I'll go ahead and purchase it. Now once I have that purchased, I'll go back to the challenge and put in all of my selections again. And now that I have that challenge completed, that's 20 more yards, plus I got 5 bonus yards for buying a moment on the marketplace. But I still have to complete some more challenges to get to 100 yards. So let's do this Got a Point challenge, and that asks us to submit a dynamic moment that earned at least 1 evolution point this week. And I have just the moment for this challenge, that being my Cooper Kupp dynamic moment. So I'll lock that in, and that's another 20 yards. So now I just need 10 more yards to get to 100. And to get that, I'm going to complete this Leaders of the Pack challenge that asks us to submit 1 debut or rare moment from a player that led the league in passing, rushing, or receiving this week. And I just so happen to have a moment that qualifies, that being this debut moment for Breece Hall. And he just went off against the Broncos this past week. So I'll go ahead, I'll lock that moment in, and now I'm at 100 yards. But before I unlock my premium reward, I still need to burn a moment to unlock that reward. Even though I have 100 yards, I have to unlock it by burning a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to search for my Roquan Smith moments in my collection, because I know that I have duplicates of him, and I'd be okay with burning one of them. So I'll go ahead, I'll pull up my Roquan Smith moments, and I'll select the one that I want to burn. And then I'll go ahead and complete the process to burn it. And once I do that, I'll qualify for that reward. But definitely stay tuned, as I'll be opening that reward pack in a future video. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to follow both me and MetaJungle over on X, and make sure to go and hop in the MetaJungle Discord server as well. Also, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and keep coming back here for more awesome content. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.